Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Someone's feeling better today, finally after 1000 days. So, we got some news here, very interesting news. But before I do that, let me ask you this. What if you say, okay, I got you. I saw you committing that crime. I saw you in the bank, robbing that bank last night. What do you think Gigi will say? Gigi will say, well, it was not me, my friend. There's just a misunderstanding here. And say, yeah, Gigi, really? Let me show you this. And I showed Gigi a picture with him in a vault with the money putting in his little bag. So, this is kind of what happens with in Ukraine right now. So Gigi being Ukraine and you being Russia, kind of you claim something. Hey, you know what? We got into the Soledar salt mines, and you know we got it. We got Soledar. It's under control. We still have to eliminate a few courageous, brave Ukrainian fighters in Soledar. We're gonna surround them definitely, and we're going to get them as prisoners. This is what happened last night. Now this morning, Mr. Prigozhin, the boss of Wagner Group, says, hey, we got into the Soledar salt mines. And now Gigi, the Ukrainians, nah, that's BS. You didn't. You weren't even close. And then Mr. Prigozhin see, that's a picture with me inside your mines. So here's the picture and here's the video. Now what? That's not in our minds because they don't look like our minds. Okay, nevertheless. Now you go with, after that, what do? You present the verbal statement. You present the evidence that you have. Might be, how should I put it? Counterfeit, false, could be. And then we get to the last point, credibility. Okay, could be credibility. So let's see. I'm very familiar with Mr. Prigozhin since the beginning of this war in Ukraine. Not before. Before he was just supposedly Putin's cook. I said, well, something's over there. Since there's smoke, there is a fire somewhere. But I said, well, they don't really know. They say this, they say that. I didn't present any evidence. We didn't even know 100% that Prigozhin, Yevgeny, is the boss of Wagner Group, did we? Maybe you, I didn't, because they didn't provide hard evidence like pictures or videos or anything like that. They just said. So I said, well, by that, yes, you were in the bank. No, I wasn't in the bank. Okay, so it was something like that. I say, you say. So Mr. Prigozhin, since the 27th of February 2022, I haven't heard him, to be honest with you, I have no reason to do any hanky-panky. Well, I have my preferences, but I can tell you this. I never caught Prigozhin with a lie. Maybe he lied. I mean, not maybe. 100% he lied sometime, somewhere. Why? Because by definition, by default, we engage in that kind of activities. Especially in this kind of hot activities that he is in. And not that kind of hot, if you know what I mean. That kind of hot. No, he's not fighting or anything. But anyway, I haven't caught this guy lying. Right? I haven't caught those guys lying too much. But definitely the other side, Gigi's side, oh my God, every day. And how do I know that? Gigi said many times that he was not in any banks, robbing the banks. No banks, because they were always winning. From the beginning of all this fight on the Ukrainian territory, I heard that coming from the corporate media and from the Ukrainian media for good reasons. They were telling us they've been winning. And I'm saying, okay, well, let's look over the map. And every time the Russians were going west, they had a few drawbacks, but overall, the Russians are going west. So they're advancing. Where is the losing on the Russian side? Where is the winning on Gigi's side? I couldn't see that. Now, so that what I'm trying to say is those guys have a zero credibility, and the other guys, at least Prigozhin, has some credibility. Okay, so he provides the pictures, which they provide a video, they provide a statement, and those guys say, no, it's not true. So you bring me your credibility. Your credibility is at negative, not zero, negative. Okay, the other guy's credibility, at least, is better than yours. He provides the hard facts, the video, the pictures, and you tell me to believe you. I mean, okay, I won't. All right, I'm just trying to be a normal human being that goes to buy a product and looks at the product and say, this is rotten, I'm not going to give you shit for it. Instead of saying, well, you say this product is fantastic, yeah, I'll buy it, man. It looks like shit, but I'll buy it because you say it. Would you do that? If you do it, it's your money. All right, this article comes from Russia Today. Oh no, those propagandists again. Anyway, comes from January 11th, 2022. 2023, my God. Wagner Group filmed in salt mine tunnels of embattled Soledar. I will try to upload this in the description box below, so you can see the article as well. And they posted here videos. I can show you, just I'm gonna whatever. No. Anyway, those are the videos that you can watch, and if you accident, you can watch the guys walking through those, and pictures in a salt mine. I didn't see. I mean, I can pinpoint. Yeah, that's Ukrainian, or that's Romanian, or that's French salt mine. Okay, I think that's Russian mine salt. Yeah, okay. So I don't know, but these guys, at least they provide this evidence. The other ones say, no, нет, that's что казалось. What are you talking about? Zero. All right. Now my Ukrainian friends got my foreign language and my Russians after that. Anyway, so earlier the private military company claimed it had the town under its control. Yes, they did. They took pictures again. Now those pictures were taken 20 years ago or something. Russia Today has obtained exclusive footage shot in a salt mine located on the outskirts of the Donbas town of Soledar. I don't know, you got more than that, which has recently seen intense fighting between Russia and Ukrainian troops. It shows businessmen, Yevgeny Prigozhin, and members of his private military company, the Wagner Group, touring the facility. So it's not like in front of a wall saying, hey, this is the wall, you can recognize shit. Anyway, in the video, a soldier remarks as the group had been walking for 2 kilometers. Well, hey, Gigi, when we're going to walk and these guys are going to roll the camera, you say, my leg hurts. Prigozhin, we've been walking 50,000 miles already. Yeah, that's true. You got it. Okay, good. You got a bonus for that. I mean, really? But anyway, we got a lot of people here. Remarked he'd been walking for 2 kilometers. What, he got a pedometer somewhere? And gone, okay, let me see how far I'm walking now. That's a mile. Oh, that's 2 miles. Okay, whatever, man. Now, and there were Ukrainian troops were above our heads, adding that this was temporary, the troops up out there. The mines which gave the Donbas town its name, Soledar, means gift of salt in English, comprises a giant system of cavernous tunnels. They have an estimated combined length of some 300 kilometers. Jesus Christ, now it's 300. Before I read it was 100 miles. Now 100 miles is not 300 kilometers, but hey, by the end of all this BS, it's going to be like 3,000 miles. But hey, what do you want? That's how things go. And reach tunnels of meters underground. The production of salt began over a century ago. Blah, 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 blah. Soviet guys did it. Okay. Prigozhin. No, according to the video, Ukrainian troops were also using the mines as an ammunition depot. The touring group can be seen passing by a stash of military crates, while one of the soldiers notes that they are empty. Similar stockpiles discovered by the unit reportedly contained weapons. Prigozhin, a controversial Russian entrepreneur sanctioned by many Western nations, claimed on Tuesday evening that the Wagner Group had seized full control of Soledar with only a pocket of Ukrainian resistance remaining inside the city. And I'm quoting, "There is a cauldron in the center of town where urban fighting is taking place," he said in a statement released by his company. And I'm quoting again, "We'll announce the number of prisoners tomorrow." As I said, on Sunday, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky described the situation in Soledar as very difficult for his troops, but vowed that they would continue to hold no matter what. Well, that's what it is. And the last 2 paragraphs is about a little propaganda. Not propaganda, but like in any story, the human brain memorizes the beginning and the end of the story. So that was the bulk that I told you, and I'm going to let you with that, because the brain remembers the last part or the first part, most likely. And the last part is always, we're the best guys, those are the bad guys, Gigi is bad, we're good. Okay, they do the same everywhere. Just pay attention if you didn't already. In any article, at the end they give like a summary. It's like basically telling you, not basically, it's telling you what to get out of it. So it's like I tell you, hey, we saw Gigi, and then at the end, Gigi's the bad dude, we are the good dudes. That's all you need to know. The rest, the details doesn't matter. Bam, bam, bam. Remember, I can't remember his that orator in the Roman Senate. Can't remember Cassius. I can't Crassus. I can't remember his name, but I think there was the two brothers that were over there, and this senator was coming in front of the Senate, and whenever he had a speech, at that time, ancient Rome had problems, big problems with his arch enemy or nemesis, which is Carthage, the city of Carthage, which was across the Atlantic, the Mediterranean Sea on the northern African continent. And they were fighting. Eventually, the Romans beat the shit out of them, but not easy, because those were good on the ship, on the sea, like the Great Britain. They were dominating the Mediterranean, and the Romans were not. So that was the problem. But in the end, the Romans razed Carthage, razed it, took rock by rock, stone by stone, dismantled the whole city, and then the legend says, they poured salt, like Soledar, salt on all cities, so nothing will grow again over there. So that's how much they hated those guys. So this guy, I can't remember his name. He said that, you can look it up. It's just, I know his name, but not now. Boom. So he said every time he was ending his speeches, oratorical speeches, he would say, Carthage must be defeated, and shuffled into his seat with his toga. Okay. Now, the fact is, I think these guys are where they say they are. And another thing, if they lie, they lose any credibility that they still have for some. I know the other ones don't. Prigozhin is a liar. Why? You think why Prigozhin is a liar? You just think, because I can't think of that. And I'm not reading only Russian propaganda media. I read Ukrainian propaganda media. I read American propaganda media, British, German, Arab, Jewish, all these things. Chinese, wherever, the French. I get from a lot of angles. You can say, yeah, it's just two sides. Well, it's better than 0 or 1. Okay, so I couldn't find Prigozhin saying I've done this and he didn't. I didn't find that. Anyway, so for me, he has some credibility just by not catching him in a lie yet. Because we know, Anyway, so I think if he would say that, and we will catch in about, how can you catch him that he's lying? Russia will never take Soledar mines. That's the only way you can catch this guy lying. When you prove, no, it's not true, because they never took it. And we are still having them. But no, you're going to find out that those mines were going to be captured by the Russians or the Wagner Group. Soledar is already captured, and you're going to see it in a few days. So what they say now, no, don't panic, we still got it. Jesus Christ, you're going to find it. And I'm not for those guys. I'm just trying to make the point. Gigi was caught getting the money in the bank vault, and say, no, I wasn't there. Okay, there you go. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.